which is of course Cuisinart. So before you go, oh, not another chopper. Yeah, I get it. I have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of choppers over the years that I have been here. I've never seen anything quite like this one because it's such a smart design. It is actually a design that allows you to very precisely chop everything the way you want it to be chopped. It doesn't mush it, it doesn't pulverize it, it doesn't liquefy it, it chops it, but it is just this simple. Almost like when you started the old lawnmowers years and years ago, because all you do, see, I'm gonna do it very slowly so you can see, just pull it. And when you pull it, then it's going to have those blades spin around. But look at how beautifully they not only chop, but they chop and they don't liquefy and pulverize. And it's amazing because now if I just want some chunky salsa, I can do chunky salsa. A lot of the other ones that you have to plug in, you cannot control it. You do it a couple of seconds and it's already just like complete mush. You will never have that. We're gonna give you an exclusive configuration here where not only are you gonna get the pull chopper, which has become one of our best sellers here, pull chopper, we're gonna give you an additional container so you can do that, pop a lid on it and use it again. $29.95 for all of this. And let me tell you what, free shipping and handling only today and only while supplies last. I have the final 1,500 of these to go around in black. We also have them in red. We also have Mark Gill standing by to show us how this works. And you're gonna see some great demos because my favorite demo, Mark, that you can do 1 clove of garlic, which is really, it's crazy. I hate to chop garlic. It's hard, it smells, it sticks to everything.
Right, it's always on your fingers.
But the precision with which you can chop, it just changes everything.
It really does. It's actually going to be one of your best friends in the kitchen. Have a look here now. Before we even get going, let me put it in your mind, lifetime warranty. We'll get back to that later. You've got a full 2 cups of capacity in there. You have 3 stories of blades, and our blades are curved. There's a reason for that. Now I'm going to pop that in there, and to Alice's point, we're just going to pop in a little bit of garlic, put that lid on, and 1, 2, 3, just have a look there. That garlic has that perfect chop to it to get that super salad going. But here's where the real magic is for me. How about 75 cloves of garlic at one time? Whether it's 1, whether it's 75, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, you're gonna get that same type of chop. Now here's what's cool about this. Just what I showed you right there will save you about 15 minutes. But the more you pull this, the more it chops down, finer and finer and finer. So to get to the point where you're gonna get chops that are so small and so fine and so precise, it doesn't matter what kind of chef you have around the kitchen, nobody has the knife skills to cover a cut like that. And Alice, one of the things that I love about this as compared to like the big food processors or items like that, is when it comes time to reuse this again, all I need to do is rinse it in my sink. You know how hard it is to rinse out my food processor in my sink? There's a plug, there's a giant bowl. It's crazy. That's all I'm gonna do now is put that blade back in. And just to show you the strength of the blades, how about root vegetables? And what's great about this is this doesn't require a lot of strength, doesn't require a lot of power. You just pull. That's all you're gonna do. No matter what you put in there, whether it's something fine, whether it's something hard, whether it's a root vegetable, whether it's a soft pepper, the blades are gonna go through it like it's not even there. And you get these incredibly uniform chops, these incredibly uniform cuts. So when you're doing your soups, your salads, your sandwiches, your starters, they're all fantastic for getting that going. And just so you know, I want you to see this. I have 3 different colored peppers in here. One of the other ingenious kind of results of the design is as you cut, you also mix. So you don't have to sit there and separate them all out when you're done, like you do with a knife on a cutting board. As you chop, this combines. And really, you are just saving so much time, Alice, every single time you use this. And I said this before, I'll say it again. Every piece, from the container to the lid, to the string, to the extra lid, to the scraper that we're going to give you, every single piece has Cuisinart's lifetime warranty. Can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that. But what you can't beat too is we're going to ship this to you absolutely free, but only today, only while supplies last. Let me give you an update on which one is most limited. If you want the red, final 400. If you want the black, final 1,000 in the black, so these could all go in this presentation. I'm gonna tell you, this is the best chopper. I don't know how many choppers over the years that I have bought and donated, because they just don't work. Because as soon as you plug that thing in and you hit it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's either not enough or it's too much, it's liquefied, it's purified. I never can get it exactly like I want it. If I wanna do 1 clove of garlic in here, you can do 1 clove of garlic and it chops it perfectly, evenly. That's what you're gonna love. And by the way, this isn't one of those where you have to kind of anchor yourself down and go, okay, let me get it. Look at this. It is so, I'm doing it in slow motion so you can understand that this is simple, easy. Anybody can do this, even if you have dexterity problems. This is your chopper, even if you can't really hold a knife anymore. This is such a great solution. I just think it is the smartest design for a chopper. At $29.95, we're gonna give you that extra container as well. You get everything you need right down to your little spatula. But finally, you think about how many things in a day you chop. These are the things that you hate to do, is chopping. This will take away all of the hassle. I promise you, you will love this. We have sold so many of these, and now we're down to final quantities on everything, so please don't miss out on this one. And Mark, again, are you gonna do the garlic? It's my favorite.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're here. I heard, give me a count. I'm counting. I'm showing stuff. Guys, have a look at this. This is really cool. Now, you know, so many times with prep work, we're bringing the food to the blade. Always the food to the blade. What's great with this is the blade is contained. So if you're new in the kitchen, if you're just kind of getting started, you know what? This is a really nice, safe tool to be able to use to get all of those great cutting results that you would get after years and years and years of experience in the kitchen. So even when it comes down to stringy vegetables like celery, look at that. There isn't a string to be found in there. Yeah. Every cut is exactly where it should be, which I love, Alice.
And you
even
know what,
mushrooms.
Mark? This is great for kids too. If you're cooking with your kids, with the grandkids, they can do the chopping for you without ever touching a knife. I love that.
You're exactly right. It's a great way to get everybody involved. Now, mushrooms can be the bane of my existence because when they're wet, they're slippery. And the closer the knife is to your fingers, the more chance you have of it slipping. Well, have a look at this. Every piece is perfect. These are the kind of cuts that you can't get from a traditional cutting board and knife, no matter how much experience you have. And I'll say it again, when it comes time for cleanup, it's fantastic. Even if you're a baker, even if you love to make crusts and pies and things like that, your walnuts, your cookies, your breadcrumbs, your, what's what I'm looking for, graham crackers, anything that you love to bake, you don't have to pull out that giant food processor. This is like that iPad, you know, that great piece that was halfway between your phone and your computer, a little bit more than what you need for the phone, but not quite as much for these giant food processors. Well, that's what this is. You know, every single time that you want to go ahead and prep a meal, sometimes it takes a little bit more than that knife and that cutting board, or maybe you don't want to drag it out, or maybe you don't want to deal with the cleanup. But when it comes time for something simple for your crust and baking needs, you also don't need those giant food processors. And I'll show you this again, that one quick rinse, Alice, and this is ready to go again. I love that.
I love it. I love this design. I think you're gonna love it. And most importantly, you're gonna use it. You're gonna find this is your go-to day after day. All day you will be using this because you can chop everything that you can imagine in here, from 1 clove of garlic to fill it up with celery, with carrots, which are, you know, tough. Even if you're trying to put the knife through carrots, etc. Number one, you're never gonna get an even chop. Number two, it can be very difficult. You can even, you know, hurt yourself if you're not good with your knife skills. This is simple, and all I have right here in front of me is just salsa. But again, understand what I'm able to do is even chop all of this to the desired thickness that I want, okay? The consistency I want, because I can control it. It's like, maybe that's a little too chunky. Oh, maybe just 2 more pulls, okay? If I want it just really kind of liquefied, I can get it there too, okay? But 1 finger, okay? This is not like that pull lawnmower that you had to start, you know? This is simple and easy. You never have to pick up a knife again. Can you imagine? Simple, easy chopping that takes a matter of seconds instead of a matter of 10, 15, 20 minutes in order. When I make my chicken soup, Mark, you know, I have to chop all the carrots, the onions, the celery, this and that. Now, seconds, and it is done, but it's done perfectly to perfection because I control it because of that simple, easy design.
You're exactly right. Soups and stews, anything like that that requires that initial prep work, you're right. We're going to turn 30 minutes into 30 seconds. That'll save you a lot of time. And here's why. First of all, it's that name Cuisinart. I mean, you're not going to find anything better. It's why we're able to put that lifetime warranty on there. You've got the 3 layers of blades, and just in an empty machine so you can see this, every time I pull that string, I get 5 rotations. So I pull once and I cut 15 times. That's why when it comes time to get those onions cut for that soup or salad or sandwich, it's a matter of 5 seconds, not 5 minutes, and my cleanup is simply a rinse. The blade never went near my fingers, which means I can get everybody to kind of join in and help and get in, just like we talked about with the kids. And even when it comes time for meal times, snacks, things like that. I love this one, Alice. Have a look here. I'm just going to open this up for a second. Talk about fresh ingredients. Ham, hard-boiled eggs, the pickle in there, the red onion. Nothing in there that I am unaware of, that I didn't approve, that I don't know about. And what's great about this is I don't have to add mayonnaise to my egg salad sandwich because I'm able to pull this down to a fine enough chop where the yolk on the inside will act as the emulsifier. That's why you have mayonnaise in a chicken salad or egg salad sandwich. It's to hold everything together. But when you can chop this fine enough, that's nothing you ever need to worry about. So follow me over here. This is terrific for the little scraper that we have here, scraping down the sides and serving things out. So you've got that incredible consistency, no extra fat, calories, and cholesterol from the mayonnaise. Now you're not only saving time, but you're eating healthier. Right. And again, this is all to you from Cuisinart. You're gonna love that.
And then you pop the lid on there and it becomes your storage container. I mean, this is just a great design. Let me give you an update, okay, because the red is about to go. Final 200 left. We expect that to sell out in the next minute. If you want the black, I have 900 left. Again, final quantities on both of the colors. This has been one of our best sellers. It is Cuisinart quality, but it is perfection when it comes to chopping. You control it with one finger. Take your time if you want to, or you can do it as fast or as slow as you want. Absolutely one of the smartest things for your kitchen to take that chopping off the block, so to speak. How about that?
I love it. And for me, this is what it's all about, an entire full bag of garlic. We use so much garlic around here. I always have the knife. I always have the cutting board. And if I go ahead and give this 6 or 7 pulls, I have just saved myself literally an hour of prep time. That's the real deal right there.
Oh, and you never have to touch it at all. It's fabulous.